Well, great evening, and welcome to Tune In Tuesday. Or you may be watching this video at a different time, and so great day to you, whatever time of day it is. But this is specifically for our Pink and Poppin crowd and those of you that we add into. And you might notice I'm missing my sidekick, Jeannie Warnke. She had some things come up, and so I said, let me do it. Now, I am reminding you, although this is videoed because of things with, oh my gosh, I should turn this off completely. Because of things with Facebook, what I want you to know is I'm here. I will be here so that I can answer your questions because this is going to be super fun and I'm going to be super fast. Why am I going to be super fast? Because you need to know you can get these things done. So what have I already done? I've already cared for my skin. In fact, I actually used our amazing facial peel today. And then I added our amazing Nutra oil, our oil. I added it to my moisturizer to really give me that creamy look. And then I am just wearing CC cream today. I have some appointments today. These are women who are going to love the efficiency, the lightness, and the amazing coverage of CC cream. And yesterday we posted what was called Swipe and Delight. It's a very simple look. And I am going to use that look today. And initially I thought, oh my gosh, I should put on a red, white, and blue, right? Because it's coming up on Memorial Weekend. And then I thought, no, it's perfect for what I'm wearing. So let's get started. I don't have any blush or anything on, no powder. I did do my eyebrows, which is why they look like they're walking in the room without me. But let's get started. And it starts with All Over with Crystalline. And Crystalline is a shimmer, right? It is a shimmer. I don't do a lot of shimmers, but we're going to come in with our hazelnut, which is our enhancer, and it's going to really tone things down. So I'm just going to load up, right, on it with an all over brush. And I don't have a mirror here, so I'm looking into the camera as my way to be able to do this. So I'm going to love feedback because I have no idea. Remember, with our shadows, although I was blending a little bit to start with, patting them is really, and you want to get in the corner of that eye, patting is really the wiser way to do it. It definitely adheres to the lid much better, and you don't get it all over, and voila. I hope I'm right, voila, because I did not bring a mirror. So I'm going to clean this off just a little bit, and then I'm going to get into my hazelnut. And hazelnut is, I'm just reminding you guys that brown, any form of brown is really in for this time. And so I also did not bring my right tools. So I am not using my wedge, which is what I would use, but I am going to come in. And if you look at the picture, they're just showing you the hazelnut and the crystalline. So the hazelnut is really done. Now, it's really done more in here. It's really laid right more in here and then out a little bit. I have deep set eyes. I never do really heavy right here. I have deep set eyes. So knowing your eye shape is very important. It can make a difference, but I can lay that color right in here. And you'll notice that I am not using a light hand. I'm really, and then I'm just going to bring it across in here. It is an enhancer, right? Your hazelnut today is an enhancer. It's just designed to give your eyes some backup so that, there you go. See the difference between the two, right? Now my eye is really starting to come into focus. I've really laid that color in through here. Simple, easy. And then I'm going to do the other side, which is not as easy. You'll notice I do have to close this eye, but I'm going to bring that color in. And I am rounding it around the corner and bringing it down along my lash. I am laying that in. Again, I have deep set eyes, so I don't pull that color all the way across. If you look at the picture she did, And I'm just going to lay that color in and hope that I have it even, because for the life of me, this side looks a lot lighter. But I actually think it's just because this side is on the shadowed side and this side is not. And I may just have too much. Who knows? Okay, but I'm going to do this. So again, crystalline, and then the other. And then I'm going to clean this one off because it really is my all over brush. It has a little bit different feel to it. And I'm just going to blend. I'm blending, right? Blending. Then the next color, because that was it. Those two eyeshadows, right? Just, and then if I have too much up here, which maybe I do, really have better mirrors. Okay. What I'm going to do is it called for the waterproof eyeliner in brown. Now y'all get to see my mouth open as I come in, and remember, your eye is not a straight line. So you're much better off to do quick little strokes. And then I always finish with a little bit of turn on the outside. I have a little more liner than she does on, which I did not intend to, but I will say doing it this way makes it a little more difficult. This way, I really wanted to keep it down on the line. Again, I'm still using little quick strokes. And I think I did a better job on this side. Okay. Yeah, this one's much heavier. I'm going to get a Q-tip, which I did not bring in here, and clean up that one because this one is just a little too heavy. This is much more the look. And bring it in. Ta-da! So there is the brown. And again, like I said, you can really see how heavy I did it on that side. So when I go to the bathroom, I'll take a Q-tip in a real mirror and fix it. But again, waterproof brown, just a little bit. And let me see what it tells me. I don't even think, yeah, it doesn't, so you get to play. She doesn't have it on the lower lashes. She only has it on the upper lashes. And she has a light line. It's really not a heavy line. She does not have this, but at my age, this girl always ends with a smile with her eyeliner. Then I'm going to put on, she used the Ultimate Mascara, which is going to give you just a little bit finer application to your lashes. I happen to be a lash intensity gal. So although I love our Great Heights, I love that mascara. And probably more than likely, to really finish this look, I will go in the bathroom and add some of the Great Heights to my lower lashes. I love the fact that it does not travel. All right, it does not travel. Ultimate would be a little cleaner, just a little softer, does not require quite the work. The only reason I can do this way is I wear this mascara all the time. I'm used to the wand. I love these lashes to go out. And no, I do not curl my lashes. But you'll notice that I'm using the tip and I'm bringing them all the way in and then all the way out. To be honest with you, I mean, I know I put mascara on, but again, because I'm using, I may have to check my phone, because I'm using this, and I have a particular filter on it, not a filter, but the light. I'm having a very hard time. Let's take a look here. Just how good yeah, this side is definitely heavier than this side with the liner. But I just took a picture and didn't mean to. But again, hazelnut, crystalline, very simple, liner, very simple, and then mascara. But you can definitely see the difference on those two there. And I can't wait to get in the bathroom and fix what I did, because on this one, it's not quite as clean as I would like it to be either. So there you go, guys. Perfection is highly overrated. And this girl is not spending hours in the bathroom anyway. So I am going to let that sit for a second. I'll probably come back in and do another application. And then I'm going to pull out my Rosy Nude, which is the cheek color it calls for. I'm going to take a little bit of Rosy Nude and the apple of the cheeks. Oh, there's a mirror. I'm going to move to the apple of the cheeks. Okay, there it is. And the apple of the cheeks. Now, I have been getting a little more sun. Not that my skin really keeps it. It doesn't, but a little bit of Rosy Nude on those cheeks. Again, light, easy, not overdone. If for some reason you get a little too much on your cheeks, right, you can always come in with the fat brush and just soften it. Which then I am going to come in. It calls for a little bit of glazed highlighter. And I am going to, right here on the upper part of my cheek, right here, right? I'm just taking a little bit of glazed highlighter. And the same thing. Again, because I used the oil. Man, I have all kinds of reminders. Because I was using oil in my moisturizer today to really give me that dew, especially because it's so dry right here right now. In Arizona, it is killing my skin. So thankfully, I have Mary Kay, and thankfully I use Mary Kay because thankfully it makes a difference. So I'm going to do a little bit of that, and I'm going to give it a little bit of glow right there. Okay. Now, I could take a little of this and go over my entire eye look for those of you that are really into shimmer. But there we go. Ta-da! All right. All right. So I am not going to worry. It does call for contouring. Let me see. I don't know that I have a contouring here, which is with the cocoa. I don't have a contouring with the cocoa, but what I can do is take a little bit of a more matte color. And if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it under here, right? I'm going to do it under here, and I'm going to do it under here. Again, giving more definition to those cheeks. Now, I could, if I was using it, I could come under here and under here. This girl is not going to work that hard, just saying. Okay, then we get to the lips. Oh my gosh. Now, I have not done this in a really long time. I love red. Love red. So I'm going to come in and do my lips in the red. Again, this is a perfect look for this weekend. Ooh, okay. Now, I can, but I don't have to because I found the mirror. I'm going to come in here. And again, your lips are not a straight line. So you might notice. Now, something else about my lips you should know. My lips take everything to the pink. They just do. And so one of the reasons I love lip pencils is it allows me to have more control over the color. The other thing I like is the fact that Poppy Please is what I would call a crayon red, right? It's a crayon red. And I just had it in front. There it is. And so I'm just going to add a little bit. I'm not going to overdo it. Just a little bit. Her lips are fantastic, right? It's really all about her lips. And finally, I'm going to add a little bit of Beach Bronze. It's very difficult, I think, in this picture to really see what Beach Bronze can do. And I am not going to go all over. I am just going to take a little bit on my finger. you can definitely see where I applied it, which is right here, just giving the bulk of my lip in the front, right? And voila, right? It looks like it could be difficult. It's not, guys. This is not a difficult look. I got it done in about 7 minutes, which is pretty cool considering the fact that this girl wasn't using a mirror for most of it. I'm letting my hair down, even though it's slightly wet, so that you can see the finished look. Now, again, simple, easy up here. I do have some correcting to do for my eyes because I really could have used the mirror. 3 strokes on the cheeks, but keeping it very simple, and then the lips. This works for, I'm wearing florals today, works for florals. It works for the red, white, and blue. And I would love, you try this look, I would love, or a version of it, your version of it, please share a picture here. Share a picture here. Jeannie and I would love to see it. Now, if you love this look, talk to your consultant. Maybe you're not quite sure that you could pull it off. Girls, this is a very simple look, and every woman should have a red in her arsenal. My grandmother used to say lipstick was her badge of courage, and she wore red all the time. So anyone can. It just depends on how you apply it, and it depends on what is my lip itself do to color so that I can create a truly red lipstick. And you know what I love about red? It makes the whites of your teeth even whiter. So that's what I have for Pink and Poppin' today. Remember, eyeshadows. Oh my gosh, guys, our refillable compacts, they're $8 for an eyeshadow? Seriously? Eyeliner, our waterproof eyeliner, $14. Mascaras, $18 to $20, I think. Blush, contours, highlighters, $14. Lipstick, $20. Are you kidding me? You can create this entire look for definitely less than $100. So what are you waiting on? Get your swipe and delight. And let's talk about color again. Next week, join me for Pink and Poppin'. Join Jeannie for Pink and Poppin'. We got all kinds of things that we're going to be talking about because, oh my gosh, it is the end of our Mary Kay year. And if you show up at any time to support your consultant and say, oh, you know what? I love that I get to support a woman in business, an entrepreneur, a small business, because that's what your consultant is. Reach out to her today and say, how can I play? How can I make a difference? And share it with a couple of girlfriends. You will bless her. With that, I think it's always kind of hilarious that we say Happy Memorial Day. What I will say to you is, I hope you reflect and take some time to be grateful for those that have gone before us that did make the ultimate sacrifice so that you and I could play like this, right? We have so many freedoms because others made the ultimate sacrifice. I will be reflecting on it. I hope that you do too. And I do hope that you enjoy friends, family, and whatever gives your heart joy as we refresh ourselves and get ready for summer, because that is the other thing Memorial Day does for us. It kicks off summer. It has that feel, and it does. So I'm looking for you while you swipe and delight. Have an amazing, amazing evening. And if you're my client, I can't wait to hear from you. And I definitely want to see you.